Who doesn't love a road trip? And a stunning sunrise like this one. Well, this road trip has a purpose. It's a road trip to pick up the replacement engine block for the Traveller. Normally when the engine goes on your car, you've got a choice. You can rebuild the old one, get someone else to rebuild it, or get a known good engine, shove it in and potter around in that. However, because of how bad the old block was, I can't get the block rebuilt, and I can't rebuild it myself for the same reason. Which means of the three options, there's only one. So am I gonna get a known good engine? No, I'm gonna get a known bad engine. Am I mad? Yes, probably. And many people will vouch for this, not just for the engine thing either. There is sense in the madness though. How good is a known good second-hand engine? It may have to be rebuilt at some point. How long? Who knows? Maybe sooner than you would expect. So what I pay for a known good engine, I'm going to put towards making a bad engine good. So that's 100% flawless accountant's logic right there. Especially as the engine was extremely cheap, but it does need a rebuild with a 100% level of certainty. It was removed from the last car because it was too sharp. Plus, if it doesn't work, I can always go down the known good engine route. So the next point is, can I personally rebuild it? Well, I have the technology. I bought a torque wrench at Aldi, but I'm not a trained mechanic. I'm certainly more office based in my work, but I do have past experience. My Triumph Spitfire 1500 needed an engine rebuild over the winter of 2019 to 20, and that was a success. It's done a few thousand miles since. It goes like a good one. And then when lockdown hit and I'd finished the Spitfire engine and I'd finished all the other jobs I had to do, I went and picked up the 1300 air-cooled Beetle engine that I had in bits up at my lockup. And then I rebuilt it from a pile of parts, and I've started it a couple of times, but unfortunately the rest of the car isn't ready to go, so it's waiting to go into the car. So in other words, I've done it before, I'll do it again, and you can watch us do it again and laugh probably. So let's get on with the rebuild. complete and utter incompetence on my part. Now I've got a massive pool of oil on the floor and on the cardboard. So, whoopee. But now I've got most of the oil that was in the engine into that container on the floor. I can now take the sump off. So I've got some of these out now, and I'm just keeping them to one side. I may need them, I may not. There's also these other washers that come along with it, but a lot of them have rusted to the sump. Now that is the last of them out, so I'm going to take it off with a different screwdriver. Who knows when this is last off? That's a good sound. Right. There we go. We're in business now. That's rather gooey. The crankshaft appears to be in one piece, which is better than the last one. Right, now what I'm doing is I'm removing the oil pickup because I kind of get the centre bearing cap off without removing the oil pickup. Now you note I'm not taking off the other two ends because there's restriction in what I can actually do. There's bits on the front and the back of the engine that's preventing us from removing the bearing caps there. So in the next video I will be taking the entire engine to bits, so we'll be addressing that in that video. But for now, just for a cursory look, we're taking the centre one off. So now I've got the bearing cap off, and as you can see I've got the thrust washers in my hand. Now I haven't really evaluated how worn these are as of yet, but they are being replaced anyway, so nothing too much to worry about. This here is the moment of truth as to how much of a faff on this rebuild's going to be. Oh yeah, they're quite worn as well. The question is, has it gone? It's gone down to the copper, but has it gone beyond the copper? You can feel a lip where the bearing was visibly, but whether so, yes, I would agree that the engine does need the crankshaft grind, but we do need to have a look at it and dismantle it further. So stay tuned, subscribe if you want to see the engine in its component pieces, and I'll be back shortly with that.